So every day I see so many young women, teenagers, college students and working professionals who come to my OPD with complaints of acne, irregular periods, hair fall, weight gain, difficulty to conceive, and most often the answer to this is PCOS. What is the most shocking part is that PCOS is seen and is increasing so much in today's generation. So who are the people who are prone to have PCOS? Why is this happening and what can we do about it? The answers to all this will be shared in this video. So hi, I am Dr. Sonam Tiwari, an obstetrician and gynecologist based in Mumbai, and today we'll be talking about PCOS and everything related to it. So let's start simple. What is PCOS? PCOS is basically polycystic ovarian syndrome, and when you hear this name you might think that there are a lot of cysts that are formed in the ovary, but that is not true. Because PCOS is basically a hormonal imbalance disease where your body starts producing all the androgens, that is the male hormones, and then there is insulin resistance, so the glucose level goes high. So there's a lot of things which goes wrong hormonally, and the effects are seen on your ovaries, your skin, your hair, and basically your whole body. So why is PCOS seen so commonly in today's generation? There are many reasons to it. Let's see them one by one. Majorly it's the lifestyle changes. We are sitting more, moving less. There is so much of pressure, work related. Then exactly, similarly it comes to the diet. We are so much exposed to processed food. There's sugar loaded things, sugar loaded snacks. There is no time to actually eat. We just gulp down our food. The relationship with food has really gone bad. Third thing would be the sleep, because we've been sleeping less. There is so much of stress that we carry from work to home, and this culture of work from home has actually cut down or blinded the line between work and a personal life, because we are always on the laptop and there's so much of pressure about social media presence and everything. Also, genetics plays a role. Like if your mother or sister has PCOS, then you are at higher chances of having PCOS too, but majorly lifestyle plays a major role. Also, if you are on the obese side, or you're putting on weight and there's no exercise, that also plays a major role. Stress induces and triggers a lot of hormonal imbalances too. So these are some things that we can take care of in our daily life, but these are also the things that have been triggering so much in our personal and day-to-day life, that PCOS has been increasingly seen in young women these days. So let me clear out few common myths that I hear in my OPD or my clinic on day-to-day basis. Mostly the first myth is that ovarian cyst and PCOS is the same. It's not true. Actually, ovarian cysts can present in different ways. They can be simple cysts, they can be complicated dermoid cyst, or just cysts with blood inside, or endometriosis. So ovarian cyst does not necessarily mean PCOS. On the other hand, there are a lot of patients who are PCOS and who do not actually present with a lot of cysts in their ovary. Second thing is that if you gain weight, or if you're on the healthier side, you will have PCOS. That's also not true, because in the recent days, or the trend of lean PCOS is also seen. People who are on the leaner side have also seen to have PCOS. Third thing is that if you have PCOS, you will not be able to conceive. That's absolutely false. Yes, you might need some help to go about it, but with the right kind of help and support, pregnancy or fertility is possible, because PCOS is all about hormonal imbalance, and once we get that right, nothing's gonna stop you from actually conceiving. So the good news is that PCOS can be managed beautifully, and here are a few things that you can do. Basically, the lifestyle changes, or start with exercising. So basic walking, yoga, or body weight training for at least 30 minutes a day plays wonderfully to increase your metabolism. It builds up your muscle mass and decreases your insulin resistance. Sugar plays a big role, so choose your food wisely. Have a balanced diet, avoid sugary drinks or sugar coated snacks, eat healthy. Eating healthy is supposed to be the norm. It's not supposed to be a diet that you follow. So choose your food wisely. Include protein, lean proteins in your diet. That would also play wonderfully. Plan or your day such that you manage to get at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep and on consistent time, because your body really needs rest to get up the next day and actually work. Cut down your stress levels, do meditations, affirmations, yoga, go on hikes, involve yourself in some hobbies, dancing, music, or something that brings down the balance from this world chaos in yourself. So these are some things that really help, and most importantly, don't wait till it's really long to involve your doctor. If you think that you've got any of the PCOS symptoms, or if you've been diagnosed and you've been wanting to conceive, then consult your gynecologist at the earliest. So it's better to have a preconception thing with your gynac rather than waiting and getting it late. So remember, PCOS is not your fault and definitely not something that will define you. So with the right kind of treatment and medical guidelines and lifestyle changes, you can take care of your health and your future. If you found this video informative, then please like, subscribe or share, because that will help this video to reach a lot of people who would actually need this information. I am Dr. Sonam Tiwari, and if you have any questions regarding PCOS, please leave them in the comments. I'll try to cover them in my upcoming video. And don't forget, women health matters.